A woman jumps out of the tree line beside the path. Oh, thank the gods, my prayers have been answered. Please come quick. My grandpap is falling down the well. She turns and runs away as though you've already agreed to help her. Ralph glances at you and shrugs. Alrik the Big, you're strong, give her a hand. You decide it's worth your time and go take a look. The wellhead, a wooden framework meant to cover its opening, has broken apart. Apparently, the old man was doing repairs atop it when this happened, and so he plunged down into the well. He looks up at you. Boy there, fella, I'm in a bit of a pickle. I'm actually being pickled now that I think about it. Eh? Right. Alrik the Big throws down a rope. The old man ties it around himself. You and the sellsword pull the woman's grandfather up and back onto dry land. He shakes your hand and thanks you cordially. Fucking hell, glad you came when you did. I was about to shit and piss myself like no other. You talk with the old fella for a time, learning a lot about him. A while later, you realize Alrik the Big is nowhere in sight. Just as soon as you think to start looking for him, he steps out of the woman's home. She's glomming onto his muscles and being rather touchy-feely. Alrik the Big gets eager. Gonna be some strong lads roaming these parts soon, no doubt. Reaching Helfenstein, the caravan leader turns to you, a large satchel in hand. Thanks for getting us here, sellsword. You take it and hand it over to Reinhardt for counting. He nods when he's finished. The caravan leader smiles. Also, thanks for not betraying us and, slaughtering us to a man and all that. Mercenaries get thanks in the strangest ways. You gain 3,650 crowns. With this huge payout, we had money enough to invest in an advisor, and yet we had not earned the right to take up our group a surgeon. Also, to have the clink of gold and yet lack the thing you desire. A dire fate. I, Count Ronald Swan, left town and was immediately ambushed somewhat violently. Immediately took stock of the situation. We outnumbered our foe with better equipment, although taking that mail off the mace user would be nice. A small ranged contingent and a series of ranged hills beside us. Hills on the advance, ones we would be unable to take quickly. Best not to press the attack. Draw the enemy out over open ground, surround and counterattack. Had we advanced, a small part of our force would have clearly been surrounded instead, given the initiative order, and crushed, quickly beaten. This is the virtue of patience. With our opposition switching to short-range skirmishing, we could no longer rely on our height-advantaged fallback position. The counterattack was necessary now. This battlefield was a mess, lacking clear unity in lines, Still, there were individual foes to exploit, separate. Behind a wall of steel our spears could reach, so it was time to use that. After his bravery at the Battle of the Well, Alrik the Big fell to a common bandit, mace hits beating him upon the head. With Alrik's passing, our troops were filled with an icy revenge and set upon to harvest our foes' souls. Using the flail technique, Landrick beat a man's skull in, slipping past his heavier chest armor. Ever so rarely, the enemy would receive a chance to flee. But what a battle it was. Alrik wasn't dead, he just lost his nose. And 3 fellows have gained enough experience to advance in their training. Numerous steel weapons found, gently used. No longer flush with cash after purchases, but far better equipped than what we started with, we returned to the south in the port of Ras Sanan in search of our trade. What future awaited the merciless murderers of the Taxpayer Battalion? Find out next episode.